Welcome to the continuation of the Double or Nothing Contest Challenge-a-thon, whatever you want to call it. We're watching dralii, who has elected to double up again. Please go back and watch these matches because they were very exciting. He plays against Jorias. Randomly selected Red Mob was able to win Game 7. We had already randomly selected Juicy. Some scheduling resulted in him playing slightly later. But he will play now, and then dralii can decide if he wants to double up again. dralii versus Juicy, coming right at you. Chat, here we go. It's dralii and Juicy in the Double or Nothing Challenge-a-thon contest, whatever you want to call it. dralii's at level 3, $125, as he tries to double up his way to absolute bank. Juicy has been randomly selected to go against him, and Juicy has always been a strong 1v1er. Will he be strong enough to take down dralii, who just came off of a win? dralii's playing back-to-back series today, and if he does win, we'll do another spin of the wheel to find out who he's playing against next. Juicy, of course, playing to get his streak started. And one of the things about getting selected to play against dralii is that if you do beat him and you start your streak with a dralii win, that means dralii can't be selected later, which is a really big deal, I feel like, when deciding whether or not to double up your money. If dralii cannot be an opponent anymore, and you know you've gotten past that, you might just try and double up to no end. dralii, reset down. There's no prediction. Insane must not be here today. But we will get a prediction that you guys can... You're just going to have to accept that it's open during game number 1. So you'll have to read game number 1, how it's going. If you want to super game it, you can type all your points in last second before it times out. But Juicy's going to make it 2-0. dralii into the corner for an air dribble. The reset is in, and he's got his first goal. Chat, if you want your favorite player to play in this Double or Nothing contest, don't look at me. I'm sure I've reached out to them. So you'll just have to talk with them. Double demo. dralii wants an air dribble bump. Juicy able to hang out underneath and escape it. We should change the title. dralii versus Juicy. Level 3. You asked Typical? I did. Yeah, he said he didn't want to do it. Juicy able to get orange trail on this, but ultimately gets scored on. Juicy resets. Trying to carry this out the length of the field. Gets a demo. Now down to the ground. Actually, the last reset might have made the shot worse. Put it towards dralii and forced him to have to recover from a flip. One of the storylines that I'm not sure I mentioned since game number 1 has started is, of course, if you have just been tuning in to show matches to stay up to date in your Rocket League news, and you maybe picked this specific one because we've talked about it on dralii's previous games, he is no longer a member of Karmine Corps. Picked up by the Falcons to join the Twins to play in MENA. And who was it that came to replace him? Juicy dropping the OK because he felt like he absolutely deserved a demo there, I imagine, or at least a bump, and got nothing. Is Juicy? Juicy does not have an in-game clan yet, but I think it's all but confirmed and announced by everyone. I don't even think it's like a leak rumor anymore. I think Karmine Corps has officially announced it. Is that true? Juicy Batira Atto will be the new KC roster. And yes, dralii to Falcons. At least a couple people type in dralii to Falcons question mark. It is the move of the offseason. I cannot imagine that anything could compare. I know the offseason isn't over. I know that something could still happen. But, you know, unless it's Reb Mob to Vitality, I think dralii to Falcons will be the biggest move. dralii reset around ceiling height. Went for another one. Maybe didn't get the first one. Ultimately drops it off to Juicy, who takes a dribble right back the other way and is not careful to control it. He's just going to let dralii have a freebie, and it's 5-2. Did I ask Gary Gorlap, you mean to play in the double or nothing? Yeah, could you believe that Gary Gorlap egoed me and said, no thanks, little bro. $6-2 now for dralii as he looks to pull it away. dralii flick to the backboard. Gets nothing out of it, but right now, oh, barring some insane movement, some insane comeback from Juicy. Should just be a game one for dralii. Now that being said, we saw it from the mob. Who's to say Juicy couldn't do it as well? Ground pinch miracle. Oh my goodness! It was a ground pinch miracle! I cannot believe this! Oh my goodness! It does not get better than that. Can he actually bring it back after that? That has got to be the best pinch I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. dralii is in control of possession though, so it's not going to matter for the end result of the game. But oh my. I asked for ground pinch miracle, and that's what I got. Oh, that was ridiculous. Okay, gotta let the heart rate get back down after that. Game number 2. Juicy almost certainly has goal of the series. The question now is, can he get some wins? Juicy should be able to score first here as he plays a good bit of keep away. And we'll make it 1-0. dralii on low boost. Decided to go all in on that challenge. Juicy with another kickoff win. Just able to force it to the rights. Better positioned on the ball. dralii maybe a little bit off center, even not directly behind the ball, maybe off to the right, so that allows him to flip all the way past it, whereas Juicy setting up his flick angle through the ball. dralii just waiting this one out. He sees a possession that is going to go his way, and all he needs to do is to keep undercutting Juicy. Juicy got a reset there off dralii's car, it looked like, but couldn't use that flip to get back into it. Ooh, zap dash recovery from Juicy, almost enough to make up for the lost kickoff. Juicy sidewall. Has a reset. Wave dash catch. Cuts it near post. A great play from Juicy. dralii respecting it so much, you could tell. dralii catching 50. Now rotating out. Soft touch that he follows up and actually manages to use another orthodox flick, or flip I should say, in order to not get demoed. Pre-flip from Juicy, so fancy to get the boost and land on the wall. And then he follows it up with a lame flip with an awkward landing. That is also not the best flick I've ever seen, as he lost control of the ball. Does pop this over the top. Neither one of them have boost though, which means dralii will get back there quicker. If Juicy had a heavy advantage, maybe he scores there. Juicy gonna reset to the back wall. Air dribble, reset, and the DS challenge is easy for a guy like Juicy. He reset the play all the way to the back wall, and in true DS fashion, easily got it to the nets with the flick crossbar down and in. Juicy kickoff goal as well. 5-2 as he looks to build a lead. How much lead is enough when playing against dralii? dralii has been watching some goal replays. I'm not sure if he having to wipe off the hands or grab some water. Taking a bit of time in between some of his goals. Ooh, dralii wanted a bump there, but didn't get it. Juicy now clears this out. He's checking Spotify and Steam. That makes sense. Changing song. Song isn't good. Switch it out. Juicy went out to the midfield while leaving the net wide open, and dralii will take the gift. He's got boost. He doesn't even need the 100 that Juicy went out to get. dralii, big clear. Juicy should have no trouble getting back to it in time, and it's actually going to go for an air dribble on that catch. That is so smooth, but his finish is read by dralii, and dralii falling way far in front of the ball, has time to get back and still maybe make up for it. At least he doesn't get himself scored on. At least not yet, but no, he will. Yep, that all started from when dralii fell too far in front of the ball. Did his best to dive back, make something out of it, but the advantage he lost was too great. Juicy getting a demo as he cuts this one to the side wall and goes resets in order to get the final finish. I was going to say the dribble was angled in a way that dralii was going to be able to get the save with as little boost as he had off the respawn, but with the bit extra that Juicy gave it, that'll be enough. dralii gets a fifth. 7-5 with a minute 2 left to go. Who would be the third in a team of Juicy and Osoft, which is German for orange juice? Chat, get to it. Who's your third in Juicy orange juice? in the RLCS. Fruity? That's pretty good. Nass, it's German for wet. Aqua? Flakes? No, definitely not. So far I like Fruity the best. Fruity, Juicy, and O-Soft, aka Orange Juice. Dralii working his way back. And now has 30 seconds. It's crazy that this 6-7 thing became a TikTok meme because it's a really common scoreline in 1v1. Like, you're going to see 6-7 quite a bit. And it just really plays into chat's brain rot so perfectly. Juicy. Oh, tried his best to ground it, but this is up in the air. Wait a second. Juicy maybe got a little bit fancy. No, he should be fine now. He's going to try and shoot this. He probably shouldn't have. Just let it land almost anywhere. Okay, now it will hit the ground. Juicy equalizing the series. And it's 1-1 as we head to game 3. Game number 3. Dralii and Juicy. You're 67 and you understand it. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. Juicy, what a flick. Gets a demo, gets some open field, and converts on it with a 111 km/h flick. Absolutely booming it to open up this game. You had to consult the Wikipedia page on it? Yeah. I'm sure it just says your unk on it, right? It probably doesn't even explain it to you. It just says, yeah, if you've arrived here at the Wikipedia page to explain 6-7, your unk. Juicy. Ooh, this is going to be slightly awkward. Oh, no, he blew it. Just a wide open net. But after his first touch, I'm like, this is the wrong power. It's going to be arriving right to the back wall in a way where he can't follow it up. That should have been a goal for Juicy. Dralii picks up 100, flicks it, and now tries to start a sequence of multiple attacks. Can he keep Juicy pinned back? It doesn't seem like it because Juicy has more than enough boost. If he had Juicy on low boost, then this counterattack doesn't happen. But Juicy had stored 55, 60 or so, and will use almost all of it to counter for the second goal. Almost no one is using that emote, but that's a good emote. The you blew it emote is very high quality considering only a single channel other than ours uses it. Maybe it's because it has a background, but it perfectly matches the dark theme of Twitch. So it doesn't look like it has a background. Juicy. Wave dash demo. Now forcing Dralii into net. Can he get high to stop this one? He cannot. Ooh, that's a bit of an awkward angle. Not the simplest thing to score, but Juicy manages it. We just got a follow from disc_cuss. And for a second, I thought it was a DSC follow. Sorry to call out this anonymous follower. Normally they can follow in silence, but they've been exposed. Juicy looking solid. Dralii maybe feeling like he could run the gambits all the way to maximum prize. Air triple bump. But he might find himself down in the series, which even with Red Mob playing as well as he did and bringing it all the way to the end, Dralii never trailed in the series. Now it's 3-1 as he gets his first. It took him more than half the game here in game number 3. Dralii, hook shot top right. Juicy able to deny and actually able to get really solid position out of it, although it should be a goal. Ooh, Juicy. Elected to try and make the save by continuing to boost. I want to see how close he got. He actually put himself... Oh, if he had like 20 more boosts, he probably need a lot more actually. It's so hard to slow down your momentum, but a decent idea. What am I doing if someone makes it to the millions? It's a decent question. The reality is, I'm not actually going to go to 16 million. I very much prioritize being able to pay out players instantly for their full prize as soon as they win it. So the reality is, I have a limit in my head, or I should say in the bank account. And if dralii reaches it, I'll let him know. I'll let him know that it's over, that he's drained everything, and that he gets it all. Old Feer goes to 16 mil. What day does Atto run it? I'll just go ahead and remind everybody here with a minute left to go how it works in case you're tuning in for the first time. We have reached out to a selection of top European players who can be randomly selected to participate. Now, dralii really needs this goal. So if you're asking when will XYZ player play, can you get XYZ player to play, dralii going to equalize. At any time, players can elect to, accept my invitation, and I'll put them in the pool of random players. But the question on when someone plays is up to the wheel. Whether dralii or Juicy wins, either way, after this series, assuming they want to go again, we will head over to the wheel and randomly spin to find out who their next opponent will be. This way, if you want to try and double up your score, you can't just know who you're going to play against. Nice flick. Crossbar down and in. dralii back in the lead after a game that was controlled by Juicy for the majority of the minutes. It was a low-scoring game, though, so having control with just a 1 or 2 goal lead is never safe. dralii makes it 4-3, a kickoff in his favor as well. Demo, though. Juicy hook shots is not on target. Has dralii out of position. Still in a great spot. dralii's 50s, I mean, so good. Juicy uses his flip to power through the 50 and score on 0 seconds. dralii jumps up, he gets over the top of the ball, and yet it still doesn't matter. Juicy works his way through overtime in game number 3. Someone taking the lead in the series, whoever scores next. Juicy delaying his kickoff, or sorry, dralii delaying his kickoff. Juicy powering through that. And he's got an outplay. Juicy stole it back. He led the majority of the game. dralii, in the waning moments, took the lead. And at 0 seconds, Juicy equalizes and then scores quickly into overtime. Juicy will have the lead in the series, up 2-1. So whoever beats dralii, if someone does beat dralii, will get to start their streak without dralii being a possible future opponent, which will be huge if they can do it. Now there's a couple other S-tier 1v1ers in the tournament as well, so it's not like it's a free run to the end and the big thousands if you win it. dralii hook shots to open up game number 4. Gets sent off the post and out. I actually don't think I came up with this one myself. Normally I'm the only one who's coming up with any ideas. I want to say this was originally a suggestion a long time ago from my content manager, Mr. Kovalo. So I'm going to give him the credit. It was a good idea. And I decided to yoink it. Wait, type 1 in chat if it was your suggestion. And you've been saying it in chat every day for 2 years, and I finally took your suggestion. Dralii, a demo and a first. Juicy gonna get a kickoff goal right away to equalize, though. As the kickoffs have maybe been a slight problem here for Dralii. Juicy pre-jumping over and over again, preparing for what he expects to be an eventual dribble. Does manage to sneak underneath Dralii's air dribble bump. Dralii just keeps popping the ball up, maybe trying to starve Juicy out of boost. Juicy elected the wall dash and chase down. I'm sure he was hoping for a demo, but the best he's going to get is a bump. Still not bad, as he has now switched possession to his control. Dralii, ooh, that was going to be a tough angle. He had to get up quick enough to beat Juicy to the ball and still keep the ball on target. And was inches away from doing so, but that'll be one of the easier goals Dralii gets to score. Juicy dropping a nice shot. Let's watch it from his POV to see if there's more to it than I'm imagining. I think it's just a bit of an aggressive ceiling challenge. I mean, sure, Dralii didn't play into it. He saw the high challenge and didn't just take it up to him, but mostly I think it was a poorly timed challenge. 3-1 now for Dralii. Dralii resets. Musty into a reset again. Halfway through this game number 4, Dralii attempting to equalize in the series. It's been a much lower scoring game in the past couple than we've been used to seeing. More tactical midfield play and easier for it to just switch back and forth. Nice play from Dralii. After Juicy makes a save on 17 boost, he plays a bit of keep away, goes for the high double. Once he sees where Juicy is in net, there's only so many adjustments you can make. He makes sure to double it in past him. Dralii, flick, top shelf. Juicy finds himself in the same position he was in moments ago. Low boost, backed up in nets, but he's going to handle it much better this time. I think Dralii has this save, though. He's going to try and curve dash, recover in order to challenge Juicy quickly. But it is going to be Juicy with boost. He'll head to the other side of the field to take that 100 as well. Undercutting Dralii in the process. I'm sure he would have loved to have it be a bump, but Dralii was doing a good job avoiding all that. Eventually, it will be Juicy's goal. Juicy camera check to see Dralii. Seemed like he read that challenge was coming and tried his best to beat it out completely. Wasn't quite able to. Juicy air dribble bump, surely? Actually, no, he kind of just rolled around the ball. I think this was double purpose, though. He seemed to be sneaking around the ball and kind of protecting it and maybe bumping. Yeah, for sure. That's why Dralii pulled off. So it is an air dribble bump with a little bit of extra flair with the last touch. Dralii demo picks up 100 and wastes just a couple more seconds by tapping the ball softly. Ooh, Juicy. Whoa, I thought I made a big mistake and maybe still did. Whoa, maybe not, because he's going to get a goal. He was able to quickly jump and recover to make the save. And it still wasn't the best position, but dralii just was trying to make that play without ball cam as the ball was directly over the top of him and just gave the ball to Juicy. Juicy, you could steal this one away. This would be a huge win for Juicy. It felt like dralii was for sure going to be equalizing in the series. But all of a sudden, Juicy is a game away from a goal away, I should say, from triple match points. Dralii. Flick, top shelf, crossbar down, outs. Looks like we're probably headed to overtime here. Dralii attempting to keep it up. Juicy certainly wants that to hit the ground, though. Overtime. Game number 4. Dralii really putting himself out of position if he cannot get this win. Juicy pop. Dralii to the back wall. No boost for him. He should be able to reset at the midfield 100. We saw Juicy take the Diaz challenge and score off it earlier. He's going to do it again off his own back wall. Has the reset. Goes low and scores. Juicy makes it 6-5. He didn't even need any resets to go all the way. One final reset, sure, but just to use the wave dash to cut it past dralii. A great dribble. And Juicy is on triple match point to stop the run from dralii. Game number 5. Dralii, I think, had a car switch here. He left the game momentarily. I was assuming he was into a new Fennec, but I can't remember if this is the one he was rocking or not. Juicy from ceiling heights. Oh, what a save by dralii. Read where that ball was headed. Made another. No, he didn't make another great save. I thought he got the touch. But Juicy will be the first to score. He was on the Affluenter. Thank you. He was in a different decal. Can this decal take him to victory? Juicy. 50, really strong 50 by dralii. Power shot towards the net. Juicy tried to pre-jump. It doesn't matter. Dralii will score. Juicy. Flick off the kickoff win. Makes it 2-1. Dralii dunk. Now picking up the midfield 100. Pressure is on him. He has been playing from behind against Juicy. Juicy's always been someone who can... I just avoided saying kind of guy. I might as well just say it now. I took for a moment. I said, oh, don't say kind of guy. I just switched to someone, but why not just say kind of guy? Juicy is the kind of guy who can get wins off the top dogs at any moments. Just hasn't been able to string a ton of them together in the past to get tournament wins. This shot top shelf. Got Juicy in the air. Dralii missed the follow-up. I was on Juicy POV. Dralii, can he make it back? Oh, he overshot it. A missed jump puts him over the top of the shot. And it is 3-1. Rhinocast, stay with the raid. W raid. Ooh, dralii own goal. Wait just a second here. He has dug himself a big hole. 4-1. Dawn-a-thon has to be the most blatant cash grab I've ever seen. You might as well call it money-a-thon. Anyway, here's $5. We'll be free. They have the 11 months. Just to be clear, it's not like a donate-a-thon. I almost didn't call it that because I was like, people are going to think donate-a-thon. It's not that. It's the double or nothing a thon. Although we do appreciate your donations, and we will only stay live as long as you do. dralii with a second goal. Backflip to keep it pinned over here on this post. dralii doing another completely immobile kickoff. This one he moved kind of instantly after the kickoff started, though. Might have been a late controller pickup, but ooh, nice flip out to boost. Still Juicy recovers. Also could be intentional. It did pay off for him. Interesting how strategies roll all the way back around. Type 1 in chat. If your gold days, you would just sit in net and save the first shot that the person just chipped at you. Good old times. And it was so frustrating as the other guy because you're like, man, I actually don't know what to do with the ball other than just chip it at you because I have absolutely no mechs at all. So this is a perfect counter to my playstyle. dralii, nice recovery. Has an open net now and will power on a third. I wouldn't save it. I can't sit in net because the gold kickoff where they just chip shot it straight at your net, you just wouldn't save it. True. The next wheel spin happens right away. We ask the player after their win whether or not they want to double it up and spin, or if they want to cash out and just take the amount of money they have won so far. Juicy challenge at ceiling heights. Nubsy, thank you for the 4 months prime. Juicy reset. dralii does not feel good about challenging at any of those moments, so he does wait it out and is actually going to get possession because of it. dralii should cash out right now. Too late. You cannot cash out once you elect to go again, and dralii has already said he's trying to go the distance. We'll, of course, give him the chance to bail on that decision if we really want to after this game. Assuming he wins and he has a choice, but he is 50 seconds away from being out of this run. Now, will dralii be out officially? No, he can still be selected to play randomly against people that aren't named Juicy, assuming Juicy's run ends eventually. But dralii trying to clutch up 26 seconds. Oh, sorry, 26 boost, 30 seconds. Flick past Juicy. Juicy lands and takes it away. Juicy now. Flick over the top. This might be the dagger as he doubles it in. 21 seconds. dralii maybe softened up by the mob earlier. And now his double or nothing run may be ending. He's not going to this kickoff, but he's also not saying anything. How many seconds were on the clock? Like 21? Shift tab, game crashed. Okay. We're going to go 21. That's what it's at, right? Well, one sec. dralii game crashed. Was it 21 seconds? He said GG's? Wait. Did he say GG's? Oh, no. Never mind. Never mind. He called GG's in Twitch chat. GG's it is! Juicy stops the dralii run at 2 in a row and gets to start a run of his own. All right, Juicy gets the win in dralii's run. So this is where dralii's run ends. He can still go again because dralii ran it out and tried his best to get as much as possible. He is still back in the player pool for anyone's run that isn't Juicy's run. Because Juicy's run now looks like this. A 4-1 and a win over dralii. He has said he's basically electing to go again until we run out of money, which, I mean, like, what if I had infinite pool? Like, what if I actually had 16 million? You guys think you're getting 20 wins in a row? Like, at some point, you're telling me if you had $8,192,000, you're still going next? Certainly at some point, you don't want to go next, but Juicy says he does. So we will bring out the wheel. Jarius! Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness, that was close. Jarius is a little bit luckier than everyone else.